somebody knocking on a door, running water, or even the sound of a car engine is usually recorded in later and then added in post-production. But dialogue is the hardest thing to record separately and add it in and have it look natural. So Magnum PI's Ferrari, that's a dune buggy with a Volkswagen engine and a Ferrari shell, because the Ferrari's engine is way too loud for filming. These Flintstones cars, those are golf carts with fiberglass shells on them. We have some fast cars from Fast and the Furious, the most successful franchise in the history of Universal Studios. You guys love those movies, so don't worry, we are not going to stop making them anytime soon. We got several more coming on the way, don't worry. We also have vehicles there from Transformers. This tank is not a real tank. It's made out of wood that was painted to look like metal. Now, we all have two eyes, so we judge depth in a different way than a camera does. The camera only has one eye, so that looks totally real on camera. Also, if we have to heavily damage something, we'll build it out of a lightweight, inexpensive material. That way, if we have to blow it up, we're not wasting all that money. We also have a vehicle there from Jurassic Park on your right, and an official welcome.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Thank you, Dr. Hammond. Jurassic World came out 22 years after the original Jurassic Park film, which was an adaptation of a novel by Michael Crichton. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a book to read. Now, Jurassic World was the fourth film in this franchise, and they gave us a clip of this hilarious cameo that was in it. I'll play it for you. Do you remember this guy who was saving his margaritas? Everyone thought it was so funny. That was Jimmy Buffett. He was right outside of his own restaurant, right there, Margaritaville. We have one of those on City Walk as well later on if you're looking for a place for dinner. I can recommend that. Since you're in Universal Studios, you're probably not going to get attacked by dinosaurs. That was going to happen. I'm so sorry. Now, in the Jurassic Park movies, of course, dinosaurs attack in every single one of those. But another major thing that seems to be a part of a lot of those storylines is extreme weather. And weather is an interesting challenge for us in Hollywood. Not only does rain not happen all that often out here, it's not very predictable or reliable for us. It also doesn't photograph very well. If you've ever seen a baseball game at home and it gets rained out and you can't see the rain on your television, you kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. Besides, like I said earlier, we like to control everything in Hollywood, and that extends to the weather. It's better overall if we can create it ourselves. We can make it look exactly how we want it to look. We can make it rain exactly where we want it to rain, so we don't get the camera and crew and equipment all wet either. So overall, it's better if we can do it ourselves. We have a little bit of a demonstration for you. We're pulling into our Old Mexico set right now to show you how we might create weather here. So we would set up strobe lights essentially for the lightning. Thunder, we can add that in later with sound effects. But for the rain, we have very high-tech machines. They're called sprinklers. We aim them towards the sky, let the water fall back down to earth. Though we do manipulate the size of those water drops, they're bigger than real raindrops. They can reflect more light that way and show it better on film. In fact, with our high-definition HD cameras, sometimes we mix powdered milk in with the water to give it more color to pop on screen. But we don't really have to do that anymore. The rain isn't the only kind of weather effect we may have to create.
Here it comes. Uh-oh. 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 Oh! Oh! Whoa!
That'll wake you up. That flash flood effect is created using thousands of gallons of recycled water. This gets pumped right back up the hill into a tank and released when we need it. You can see that effect in Lady Gaga's music video for the song Judas, as well as the movie Big Fat Liar with Amanda Bynes and Paul Giamatti. This area is Old Mexico, and you can see it as Mexico in The Last Man on Earth, Peru and Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Criminal Minds Beyond Borders Season 1 as Pamplona, Spain, and Season 2 as Tijuana. It's also Tijuana and Nacho Libre with Jack Black. The Side of the Road to your left was featured in an episode of Westworld, as well as Three Amigos starring Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. Now, in that movie, they were filming a silent Western film, and we've done some of those as well. So right now, we are turning into 6 Points, Texas. This is the oldest area of our backlot. Some of these sets date back to 1916, but they've recently been refurbished. They look beautiful. They're ready to be filmed on for many more years to come. Iconic cowboys like Audie Murphy, Jimmy Stewart, Jeff Bridges, Clint Eastwood, and even John Wayne himself worked here. Now take a look at these sets. Imagine the road we're on totally covered in dirt and you're instantly transported. Here's a look at what that would look like. There you go, right there on your screens. It's pretty impressive. Just change the color tone on the camera a little bit so it's got that sepia tone, so it looks a little older. Now, you can also see classic westerns here like Destry Rides Again, The Wagon Train, and The Virginian. In the color purple, it's where Whoopi Goldberg set up her shop towards the end of the movie. And in Saving Mr. Banks, the Australia scenes with Colin Farrell all filmed down here. Now, if you take a look at the sets themselves, the doorways in particular are all different sizes. If we had a cowboy, we needed to make him look big and brawny. We put him in a small doorway so that he looks bigger than he actually is. Conversely, if his female co-star was maybe taller than him, we'd put her in a large doorway so she would look shorter and more vulnerable. And if they had a walking scene, we would dig a ditch for her to walk in so she looked shorter. In a static talking scene, we just stand him up on a wooden box called an apple box. We do that still today, all the time. We manipulate the size of our sets to make everything look the way we need it to look on camera. These are also excellent examples of facades as we go around the back sides of some of them. You'll see there's not much around the corner there. We'll just put decorations in the windows, hang curtains in those windows, and you'd never know that once those actors go through the door,